So in this session, we present ourselves to you without the usual form. That is, we are basically just the light as we come through this portal to you. Usually, we provide a comfortable figure for people like Dave to mesh with, but this time we're just in a state of being in the light. Whatever questions you have, the light would like to answer you.
What is the difference between mediumship and channeling?
Hmm. Mediumship is the ability to uh, speak to those who have passed over. That is, when a person lives, they go to, let us say, a level of the light where they learn a good deal. They learn about the meaning of their lives. They predict what will be their next life. They make some choices. They work with their guides, do healing if it is necessary, etc. When someone mediums, that is, when they engage in mediumship, they are speaking to those beings who have passed over. They have a good deal of wisdom because they are no longer in their body and they are able to see their lives from a different perspective. They're able to see human life itself from a different perspective. They're liberated from their emotional attachments, their biases, etc. So they're able on the other side to give excellent advice. And often humans on Earth have something that needs to be resolved. Perhaps an argument between themselves and a parent is unresolved, and they return or they communicate from the other side so that these issues can be resolved. We will give you an example. Often people are very upset at how their family member, for example, passed. However, when they speak to those who have passed over, it is merely incidental. They don't really care how they passed. It was dramatic for those on Earth to watch the car accident, but for the person in that situation, it was just a moment in time. It was exactly what they predicted would happen. That is mediumship. You might say that you're speaking to people on a certain plane, people who have lived in a physical lifetime in a fairly, in your meaning of time, recent time. That is the layer, the structure upon which they are engaging. The channeling structure can go much higher. This is one reason why we speak today. Dave is actually unaware of this, but he's gone far higher than he usually does. We are the light. That is, we are as the universe speaking to you directly. In channeling, there are also more than one level. You might speak to those who are more like guides or angels, whereas this time you are speaking directly to the energy of the light. The field of information is open to you from the source. This is what is more possible in channeling. You will also notice that if you do mediumship, you will have a very distinct feeling of that person. You will know who has passed over. They will send descriptions of themselves so that the client knows that you are telling the truth and they are really in the presence of that which is being spoken of. This is one valuable method of human growth and understanding. But it is, let us say, tangible. It's attached to a particular person. It is the interaction of the learning that happens when two humans communicate, though one human is on the other side and has achieved a degree of understanding and awareness. Going directly to the channel is almost like just turning on a spigot of water. The information will come out. It won't be as filtered, for perhaps it will just be directly that information. In the sense of channeling and channeling a certain iconic personality that is the guide, there are a great deal of value in doing this. The guide is more experienced likely than that person who has just passed over. The guides has a certain energy, a certain presence, which helps humans understand the direction that they are going and exactly what they are channeling. It is almost like a compartmentalization of the energy that is source. There are a variety of these characters, well, those who have the most to offer at the particular time. You will notice in your work, this is the case. The guides that have shown up have been the ones that are appropriate at that time. And they are the ones with the information or the perspective that is most desirous for you. But again, even in channeling, there are layers. There are those who see pictures and translate them. And then there is the full trance channeling, which you have recently engaged in, where you are not necessarily even aware of what you are saying. Afterwards, you will not remember it because, in some sense, your human self is, we might say, similar to taking a nap or sitting outside the circle for a moment. It is perhaps more direct answers from the universe that you seek when you channel.